Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith of the Black with the Strat Time Report and a little bit of a snoozer here to start off the week. And so oftentimes you'll hear me say we do the least on a Monday. We want to see what the first move is on a Monday, and right now it's a nothing because if you go to SPY up here in the upper left, it's still an inside day, so it hasn't picked a direction. We don't have a reversal as yet. We're red on the day, so slow bleed out just a bit, but still an inside day. So we're going to always mind that new 60 to see how we're going to get out of here. So slowly it's been making lower lows, but let's not overdo it. We're still an inside day. If you go to QQQ, the same, a little bit closer, but you can look at this. You're going to get murdered in here. Look at this. Look at this. So, and that also starts off as an inside week. Didn't make it into the highs or anything. So we'll see. If we go to the diamonds, and Dow Jones Diamonds poked up a little bit, but then you can see here on the 60, the two up, the two down, and still making lower lows. So a little bit weaker over there. Small cappers, flatlining. So slight new highs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, on a Monday we want to see at first what they want to do. It's also the second week of the month, so we want to see if there's follow through on all the things that happened in the first week, and then on a Monday we see what they think they want to do to start off the week. And that's why the Strat Attack show is on Tuesdays, because on Tuesday we want to see if they follow through with what they did on Monday, or did they reverse on that. So we're always looking for discernible themes by sector, and today you have the Bitcoin up and the crypto all up. So you've got Mara here now inside on the 60. Here you can see blasting into recent highs. So just a lot of exhaustion risk. Anytime we go to these highs, we can do some corrective activity. Don't have it, but you do have. The good thing is you have, the Bitcoiners across the board. You got Riot Blockchain, and you can see this on Friday. Two down, profit takey, and then boom, kicker pattern right back in, taking it up. Taking that month back up to the upside, also an inside 60. So it wouldn't surprise me to get a lot of inside 60s since the market is just kind of doing nothing. But we'll see as we go into the afternoon. You also had Coinbase. And Coinbase had a nice little move here too. Still got some room to all-time highs, and you can see this on the 60. We call this Momo Hammer. Anybody got short in here, got stuck. Boom, right there. Jammed right there because you're green on all time frames. So that's something we look for. If we go to another theme that we've been watching for a while this month, that's SMH. SMH goes to the highs again. All right, so in the weekend vid, talked about some of these things. Let's go to the 30. Inside on the 30 right now. Some of these things like AMD had a nice morning here, but that was already into exhaustion risk. I was already taking out the highs. We already took out the month's highs, so we were looking for things that are coming back up potentially through a previous range, not going blasting into the highs. So right now, Corvo. And Corvo, this is in the weekend vid. Here's your broadening formation on the daily. So the question is, on the inside day on a Monday, they're going to forgive this thing. Well, so far so good. Now if you can get above that, you want to just stay there because you got your lower low, and then you have your slight higher high, which would be your broadening formation. Good chance at an inside week, but keeping an eye on this broadening formation in Corvo for sure. If we go to Nxpi, another green day, and once again looking for magnitude. For these 2 months to become an outside month of this, that high is 228.72. Got a little bit more room on that. You can see how it did this. Outside 60, inside 60, 3, 1, 2, and bam, into the recent highs. Going after that magnitude Nxpi. Also, we're keeping an eye on MU. And MU, once again, Rev Strat month. And nowhere near the highs. All right. Inside month, pokes down. Boom, Rev Strat month coming back through previous range, right? LRCX not doing much, I don't believe, today just yet. Tune up, because once again, inside month, pokes down, coming back, nowhere near the recent highs, as opposed to like your Nvidias and stuff like that are just blasting into the highs. And Nvidia right now, just an inside day. If we go to BNTX, BNTX still an inside day, so. So this is why we review the gappers. I just get in here and just grab things that are moving around, and then before the opening, I go through them and be like, well, it's still going to be an inside day, so be aware of that. All right, so you can see here the lower low. The question: can you get back up into this gap? We'll see. If we go to ZS and Zscaler, still going, and once again, exhaustion risk. But you can see this monthly here. Outside month by taking out the lows and the highs, which means the selling down here was rejected. When you take this out, that's still being rejected. Here it was, real nice here on your weekly entry. 2 down, 2 up, and still not stopped out. Still going, real nice. ZS, TTD, and TTD on the gap list. You see once again, kicker on the day. Friday sell off, and then boom, right back in their face. Weekly goes out on the lows, everything looks bad, stopped out, and then you come in here and boom. Now you got your reversal on the month, the 3-2 back to the upside, slowly but surely trying to churn its way up, like a lot of things here, so we'll see. If we go to crude, and UCO was an outside-inside day into the upside, 312. So we want to see if it's going to be strong enough to take out last week's highs. And, you know, energies like to fade, but we'll see how they're going. Amarada Hess looks like it's staying up here on the day and taking last week, 2 down, 2 up in Amarada Hess. So you can keep a little bit of an eye over there because OH has been sleepy, right? But coming after that inside week, and you can watch, how's XLE doing? Up a little bit, so, you know, they are what they are. If we go to LCID, and LCID gaps and sits just a little bit, but does take out last month's highs. Momo hammer on the weekly, so anytime these things are all green, that's something I'd want to know about. The monthly, weekly, daily, and 60. Short-term exhaustion risk, it's been higher here, but you can see this broadening formation on the monthly, trying to break out of that. Right now, trying to take that 60 Momo hammer up. If we go to fuel cell, and fuel cell, once again, Friday profit taken, lower low, 2 down, 2 up, boom, off it goes. And you know, fuel cell's been a lot higher. Having a nice move here. If you go to your 30, you're going to see this. Like so. This is what you wait for. Stop these guys out with the 2 down, boom, 2-2 reversal hammer, and back into the highs she goes. If we go to Mongodb, just exhaustion risk by going into highs. Remember, we always like to come back to a previous range so you can have pivots and stop people out. But at this point, the buyers are stepping up. We'll see if that sets up for us again. Right now, inside 60, that would be directional. Here, inside above 580.42. And so the magnitude is only to take this out. But sometimes they go a little further than you thought. Broader average is still drying up and going sideways. If we go to QS, and QS, another thing we look for here. On the day, 2 up, 2 down, boom, these two become an outside bar of that. And when is this occurring? It's happening on Monday, and you're already green on the month, which gives you full time frame continuity to the upside. Nice run there. And so you can see this, 2 up, 2 down, right? Then 2 up. If you go to your 30, what are you going to see? Same thing. 2 up, 2 down, boom. These two become an outside bar of that. You see? Just saw a spike in Qualcomm. Let's see what's going on over here. Qualcomm still an inside day, but going towards the highs of the day. If we go to BE, and BE, the 3-2s all over the place. Outside month, the selling was rejected, still being rejected. And then an outside day on Friday, this selling was rejected, and that's still going. We'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to some of the weed, we got Cron. The weed coming up, and that's RevStrat day. Start off the new week. Inside day. Boom, stop all these guys out. There's your bottom hole to try it. RevStrat. Boom. Straight up in the highs. Outside month, been a lot higher in the past. Tilray. And Tilray. The 2-2 reversal day, 2 down on a Friday, hammer, boom, off she goes, back into full time frame continuity to the upside, and been a little quick, but we'll see. If we go to BGFV, And BGF fee on a Monday, 2.2. Right, that gives you the weekly. You can have a tough time getting out of here not being an inside week, but this thing can move around, and it still is inside month to the upside. You'll notice how it hit magnitude by going into the highs and then backed off. So now it's a matter of whether those buyers step back up or not. Just went slightly inside 60 up. Right now inside on the 30. Like so. We'll see if we can that gets anything going. If we go to edit and edit with a nice morning, boring range, sideways, trying to get out of there. So when it does that, when you have something really boring, like a lot of eyeballs will be on all these different levels saying that's resistance or whatever, ideally what you want to do is you want to take this out, monthly high, 41.12, and then stay there. It's been there, but then backed off, right? So you want to get above that and then stay there, right? Otherwise, you just come ripping back through the range. We go to BEEM. Beam. And once again, so you can see that profit taken on a Friday. Stop them all out, and then boom, kicker pattern right in their face, back up. Above last month's highs, that's a 3.2, which means this selling was rejected, still coming up. Been a lot higher in the past and having a nice start up to the week. Stalls out just a tad here like a lot of things, but we'll see inside 60 up. Directional would be over 38.18, sitting there right around there right now. If we go to DOCN, and DOCN also inside on the 60. Exhaustion risk by going into new highs, but you did have this outside bar here, which means they stopped them out down here. That's good. And then that's being rejected. You'll notice here on Friday, the profit take. We're right back in there on a Monday. So we'll see how that goes. On the downside, we like to watch those gapper list, and I always say 30s and 60s, but sometimes the 15er is fast enough. Depends on, the individual. But if you'll notice the URI on the gap, exhaustion risk by going into the highs. But anytime you take out that opening price, then you're going to be red on the day, week, and 60. And some might say, well, it's still green on the month. Well, the thing about exhaustion risk and gapping up into new highs is, yes, you have monthly buyers, but that might be it. That might be all the buying, because time frame continuity is a double-edged sword, which means that once everybody wants to be long is long, the only thing left is profit taking, and that can turn into some more selling. And so you can see here, 2 up on the 15er, and then boom, down she goes, URI. If we have any discernible weak groups, it's going to be a little boring. It's going to be utilities here, starting to come in here in the 2 up, 2 down on the day, going after last week's low, still handling inside month. So a little boring there, but you see the 2 up, 2 down on the 15er. We'll see if that takes any more lows out. If we go to XLP, and XLP starting off the week, 2 up, 2 down reversal, still handling inside week, so not the end of the world, but you can see having a rough start to the week over there. And Pepsi leading the charge here on a peak, 2 up, 2 down, boom. So we'll see if it's weak enough to take out last week's lows, trying to change it back into full time frame continuity to the downside. Pepsi having some issues. We like coming back through a range because we know people are going to be long against all this stuff, right? Where they got in and known pivots. If we go to Costco, it's again not the end of the world, but the 2-1-2 inside day down on a Monday, kind of stuck in here on the 60. So if you looked at the 30, you'd see this. Wait for it for triangle the out. Goes 2 up here, and there's your 2-2 reversal back down into the direction of the drop. If we go to Peloton, Momo shooter. So anybody got long, hoping that they got a little bit of short covering, but anybody got long on Friday, took them all out right here. They're hoping they bottom picked it. Not getting killed, but down it goes. If we go to UPST, and UPST, not the end of the world here either, stuck in all of here, but you got to keep an eye on this below here. This would be an inside week to the downside below 320.20, right? So we'll see if it gets down there, and then if it stays down there, because then you can go after that month, but we'll see. If we go to OTRK, TTD goes to the highs, and OTRK, gapper from Friday, they got them good there, and then boom, 2-2 right back down on the Monday. So OTRK in some trouble, and VSAT. And VSAT having some issues here. 2 up, 2 down on the Monday, and that also goes 2-2, 2 up, 2 down on the week, right? And then if we go to Netflix, you're going to see this not totally getting killed, but taking out Friday's lows. And the reason that's important is because we've been watching this weekly. Outside week, 2 up, and then boom, the 2-2 reversal back into the old 3, which we know is a broadening formation. So we want to see if we have a reversal against us. Otherwise, we're going down to take this out in Netflix. 6-17-15. But no hurry here, folks. Oftentimes, like on a Monday, we just let them open, see what they think, and then see if they come back, what they thought they were going to do on a Tuesday. What's this thing? EVGO. We got a little pop here in EVGO as I speak, so you can keep an eye on that too. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith in the Black. Strat Time Report.